I need your help with something. What is better? Digital, physical, or like those little game keycard thingies that Nintendo decided to announce? Now, we're getting the Nintendo Switch 2 in a couple of months, and there's a game that is really great and seems fun. But is it worth saving $40 to get digital, or do you just spend $40 to get physical? Now, this is all in Canadian dollars. If you want, you can translate it into American, but whatever. Is it worth saving money so you get the digital game, which is technically just a license key? Or do you go all out and go physical and then you get the actual cartridge? What happens from 10, 20 years from now when the servers are offline and you forgot to update your Switch or something? Now you can't connect to the internet. Whatever happens, what happens if that happens? Or maybe you get banned for whatever reason. You were doing something pretty evil and you just got banned. I know, it's pretty awful. But when you look at it, digital versus physical game, what is truly better? Like, I don't know what is truly better. You look at the pros, the cons. There's so many pros and cons with both games. And now we're seeing game key cards, which has been around for quite a while, but until now it's been, you get your digital, you get your physical game, it's kind of digital, oh well. But now you really take a look at it, most games are going that route. You don't really own the game, and it's just technically a download. It's not linked to your account or anything. So at the same time, it's just like, well, I kind of own the game, the data's not on the cartridge. It's a little tough decision. Okay, so for starters, the digital games have a lot of pros. Being able to take them with you wherever you want, give them to anyone who crosses your path. If you want to give it to your friend or something, borrow the game so he doesn't have to buy the game. There you go. Here, have my cartridge. It also gives you the benefit of actually owning the game, and for a nice shelf display, because maybe you're a collector like me and like to collect games. I don't have very many of the games, but I still have a very nice collection of boxes. But overall, what is truly better? There's a lot to talk about here. So, if we took a look at our good old friend Mr. GameStop, you look at the games and oh boy, they're pretty expensive. You're paying $100 for Donkey Kong Bonanza. But what if you were to pay the $100 digitally? That never made any sense to me. Shouldn't the physical game be more expensive than the digital game? Like, maybe you save $10 or whatever. That, when they announced that right after the Nintendo Direct, that really made me raise an eyebrow. I was like, wait a minute, that actually makes sense this time around, because it takes a little bit more money to put it on the cartridge. So what if companies, instead of giving you the game keycard thingy, they make you charge $10 or something more to get the physical game on the cartridge? This is probably a very dumb idea, but like, what if it actually worked? Because then you make sure that you have all your games on the physical cartridge, but you're paying a little bit more for production. Or is it better to go the route of digital, where you just give money straight to the company? Like Nintendo, for example. You want to buy yourself Mario Kart World. Now over here at GameStop, it's about $110 physically. What if that game was $10 cheaper, so $100 for the physical or the digital game? It would make a lot of sense. Like, I don't know, maybe Nintendo doesn't have to use this plot, but what if a game like Hitman or whatever use this? Then you see the digital and physical shift, because you actually have to pay more money to put it on a 64 gigabyte cartridge. That is roughly at least $16 or $12 or something US. But like, that's pretty good amount of money. Like, you're really, wow. But what if you charged a little bit more and you get the full game? This is mind-blowing. This is mind-blowing to be asking for a higher price on games. But like, not a higher price. Keep it the bad price that it is. This is a very ridiculously high price. I will not be paying for like Mario Kart or whatever if it's $120. But if it's the physical game is like that, and then the digital game, because you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay to add it to your whatever. So like, there you go. That's a strategy. Now back to the main course of the video. Digital versus physical. Now if they took this example and actually added the game on the cartridge, I would still say, hey, physical is great. But I know if you wanted to save a little bit of extra money, digital is the way to go. Because there is a lot of sales that go on time to time that you can get yourself a digital game for 50% cheaper, 30% cheaper, sometimes even like 99% cheaper. But if you were to go out to get the physical copy, it would be full price. Or there's also the time that maybe companies don't even want to bother with using the cartridge because you have to pay for the cartridge. So then you end up with games that are digital only, which is kind of sad. Like Slime Rancher 2, that is a digital only game, and I think it would have been nice to see a physical on a cartridge or a disc or whatever the case may be. But overall, is that the best way to go? See a physical digital market? Or is it better, go all physical? Because for me, it's really, really hard. Knowing that you don't own the game and it could just be disappeared within moments notice. What if you lose access to your email? Like someone gets hacked. Your email gets hacked. Now you lost access to your email. Your Nintendo Switch account is linked to this email or PlayStation or Xbox. Then you're trying to get in and then the customer service is like, okay, what's your name? What's all this stuff? But you keep putting the thing in. He's like, okay, you need the last password or something. Because I got my account hacked before. It was my Steam account. It got hacked. And it was like, okay, that support was actually really good. But I'm just saying, what if the support's not so good? Then you just lose your game. So that is a major red flag for me, that I don't really like physical or digital games. It's just, I mean, you don't really own it. But if you're looking at physical, so physical, there's also some bad with that. Because I went to a hockey game one day, brought my entire, like pretty much all of the DS games inside of one of those little pouches that you could put at least 9 slots of DS games. And let me tell you, I completely forgot it. I think it was sitting right beside me. I forgot it. And let me tell you, it ended off pretty bad. I had Pokemon Soul Silver. Now that game is $200. So, anyways. So, the digital and physical discussion is really, really tough. It's like mind-blowingly tough. I would say that if you're a person that doesn't care about, well, I don't own my game, then this doesn't really apply to you because you're fine with just buying digital game. But if you're a person that likes to have either the games on the shelf and looking at the games, wow, look at my games, they're so beautiful. And maybe you also like collecting boxes, because I got a problem with that too. Collecting boxes. I think everyone's got a problem with the box. If you don't, hey, you got out of the box collecting thing, because there's at least like 6 boxes just sitting on the shelf, because why not? But yeah, overall, if you don't care about, you don't own, you just have a key card or whatever of your physical digital game, hey, it's completely great that you have your digital game. Tell me what you like about digital versus physical. But if you're like me and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna lose my game, or I'm not actually gonna own my game, what happens if I get hacked? Maybe the best route is to go physical, because like, you kind of own it. But at the same time, if you're looking to play third-party games on the Switch 2 or something, or you already have a little bit of key cards, maybe the key card is not the greatest option. I mean, it's technically a physical game, but at the same time, it's also a digital game, because none of the game data is even on the cartridge. It's just like 1 megabyte of a little file that's on there, and it's like, okay, Nintendo Switch eShop, give me my game that I just paid for. I have my box, I got my little key card thingy, but this is more like the in-between. The thing that's like, if you don't want to go fully digital, you get the little key card thingy, and then you can give it to someone to borrow, or you can just sit it on the shelf. But then there's also that you got to be warned of, the code in the box. Oh my goodness, if you don't want digital, well then the code in the box is the most useless, pointless thing. Sure, you get a box, you don't get a key card though, you don't get a physical copy, you get a code in a box. Yeah, code in a box. Oh my goodness, it's great. Pat yourself on the back, you got your code in the box. So yeah, what do you think about this? Do you think that the physical or digital is better? Because I really have a really hard time with, physical. eh, It's pretty good. Digital. I mean, you save money. But like Nintendo's a good company to compare to this. They never really, let their games go on sale. So, the physical games usually never go on sale, but you can buy it from somebody else that might bring the price a little bit down. So you could save a little bit money on the secondhand market. Yikes. Yeah, yikes. It's a pretty sticky situation. You really got to think about it. Because me, I still love physical games. Even though they're very expensive, at least you own something. Maybe for Mario Kart, if I ever eventually get the Mario Kart or whatever, I would just go for the digital. I would save $40. I would be really happy about it. Yeah, save $40. I can use that $40 for buying Cyberpunk. It's actually on the cartridge. Or Donkey Kong Bonanza. Or like a Switch Pro Controller or something. Anyways, let me know in the comment section down below on what team you are. Digital, physical, keycard thingy, which is technically more on the physical side. But anyways, let me know what's good about digital, what's bad with digital, what's good with physical, and everything else. Thank you so much for watching. Hope that you enjoyed. Hope that you consider to hit the like button, maybe subscribing if you are new. It's completely up to you. I really appreciate it if you would. And with that being said, see you in the next one.